Tiptoeing in my Jordan.
Going back to the phones now. Glad to be joined by North Carolina Supervisor of Player Morale, Caleb Pressley. If you've seen some of the stories on ESPN, you've seen him on the sidelines. He'll sport the former North Carolina NFL player's jersey on the sidelines, got the headset. Caleb, how you doing this morning?
Doing very well. How you doing?
Very well. I appreciate you taking some time to join us. And a lot of people are intrigued by your story. How did this position come about? Tell our listeners how you became the North Carolina Supervisor of Player Morale.
It's very, very interesting and very brief. I made it up at a table. We were having lunch with some of my friends who are in the football building, and they have they're the video people for our football program, and they had an office upstairs. They said, Caleb, you've been here for 4 years. You probably deserve an office. Do you want this free office upstairs? I said, you know what? I'll take it. And they said, but what's your title? And I said, you know what? I'll be the Supervisor of Morale. And ever since then, I've just been Supervisor of Morale.
It's perfect. It's wonderful. Now, during a game, how did the decision come about to go with the former UNC great NFL jersey?
Yeah, I mean, I guess just like in the era of, like Spygate and signal stealing, we felt like it was a good idea to make me our lone signaler on offense stand out as much as possible to everyone in the stadium. I thought it was a good idea because it shows love to the people who used to play at UNC who are doing well now, and it's pragmatic and practical for the players who are on the field. They can see me and find me for the signal, and it's something fun. It's been good, and also it promotes Nike, which is our team sponsor. Go Nike.
What do you signal in? You don't signal in the offensive plays, do you?
Yeah, I do. And why do you say it like that? You don't think I can do that?
When I see you on television, you're running around the sideline talking to guys, and you got the headset on. You're never...
They're my friends.
Right, but sometimes you need to be paying attention to what's going on in the game.
I do. Hey, listen to this. How about this? I played football here at Carolina for 3 years, quarterback. I know our whole offense, believe it or not. I know all the stuff that's going on. I also know all the guys. That's the most important part of my job, is that I know all the guys. So that's how I'm able to supervise the morale. It's not because I'm some type of huge cheerleader or like I'm really good at doing things that make people happy. It's just I know them, and so I'm able to be there for them. Like if they're down or if they're happy, tell them that, hey, come back down. You got the next play. But yeah, I do know our offense, and I am very capable and competent enough to signal in the plays.
Oh no, I think that you are. I think that this might be a little bit of a ruse, thinking that the Miami coaches are listening and they're going to be dialed in on you and the plays that you're signaling in coming up.
I hope they are. I hope the Miami coaches are listening. If you are Al Golden, first of all, I don't know how you are listening to this or why, but that means you're not game playing for us. And if you're watching me during the game, that means you're not paying attention to us. So please watch me.
Now, wait a minute. You just got upset that I doubted whether or not you could signal in plays. Now you're doubting whether or not Al Golden would listen to my radio show.
So far, and don't take this the wrong way, I just don't listen to a lot of radio. I've never heard it before, but so far it sounds like this is a fabulous radio show. The fact that you invited me on lets me know that you're a smart guy. But who is our audience right now? Who are we trying to cater this interview to? Alabama fans, Auburn fans, Miami fans?
Definitely not Miami fans, but yeah, mostly SEC fans is who's tuned in. So what we're trying to think here is we're hoping that Nick Saban or Gus Malzahn are tuned in, and maybe they will go out and hire a supervisor of morale for their own teams, because no SEC team that we know of had that position yet.
Well, listen, first of all, I hope they try to hire me because that will give me better leverage with UNC. I'm going to stay with UNC because that's my team, But it's like the Chad Morris deal. I'm trying to get Saban to offer me like $1 million, and that would be that'd be really good leverage for me, Coach Fedora, and Bubba Cunningham to raise my salary right now. It's very low.
Now, what would you say, Archie and I, he's the guy you spoke to on the phone, he's my producer and co-host, and there are some mornings when we come in and we're a little sluggish and we get down, and we've even had listeners tweet in and say, man, you guys are struggling today or you're not having a good day. So how would you boost our morale if you were a listener and you said, you know what, those guys need to pick it up a little bit?
If I was a listener and I had to boost your morale, do I have the capability of calling in? Or do I just have to be a listener and transmit
you can tweet in, you can email in, you can call in. We'll pretend like since you are on the phone now that you called in.
Okay. All right, this is what I would do. I would tweet. I say, hey, have that Caleb Pressley fellow back. He was fun. And then you would call me, and we would get the morale going, we'd get the show going, we get it popping.
There it is. Boom. So what would you say to Alabama fans with one loss now looking at potentially have run the gauntlet here, win the rest of their games to make it to the college football playoff? Some of those guys are down a little bit. They don't feel like they can make it. How would you boost their morale?
This is what I would tell them. Listen to this. This weekend, we play Virginia at Virginia. And after the game, this is not even like a humble brag. This is a 100% brag. One of the directors for the college football playoffs, Allison Dowdy, asked one of the people who controls our media if I would come out after the game and take a picture with her. So all you Alabama fans, I know Allison Dowdy, one of the directors for the college football playoffs, and I'll put in a word for you.
Well, is there a way you can do that for Auburn instead? Because I attended Auburn and played at Auburn, so I would rather you put in a good word for Auburn than Alabama. I'm going to lose some listeners for saying that, but I'm going to protect my team first.
Let me say this about Auburn now. Last week, I was doing ESPNU, and I was in Charlotte for ESPNU, and I met this woman. Her name was Brooke Fletcher. You can look her up on the internet.
She dated my buddy Philip Lutzenkirchen for a while. Yeah, I know who she is.
She dated him?
She did. They dated for a while, yeah.
I did not know that. Well, I met her in person, and she is beautiful. Do all the Auburn girls look like that?
Yes, every single one of them, and I married an Auburn girl.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to come down to Auburn for a weekend or two.
Yeah, see, that's what happens. You come to Auburn, and the co-eds boost your morale when you come to Auburn.
Oh, my gosh. This Brooke Fletcher, she was just a wondrous creature she was. Oh, my gosh.
You make it sound like there's not super attractive females running around Chapel Hill.
Oh, yeah, they run around here abundantly. I just like them in general. The females, they're nice. And they do run around here, and I enjoy them as well. They're very nice people.
Caleb, you said you played football at North Carolina, and we're visiting with Caleb Pressley. He's the supervisor of morale for the North Carolina football team. You played football at Carolina. Now you have a position with the football team. Something that we know nothing about here in the state of Alabama is successful college basketball. Does it bother you that the basketball team gets so much more attention than the football team? We don't have that issue here.
Yeah, y'all don't have the issue because y'all are bad at basketball. It doesn't bother me because we're good at basketball. Yeah, that's how it goes. Listen, honestly, if our football team started really winning a lot and we went undefeated and started having some national championships, the type of success the state of Alabama has had, I would bet you that we would have a lot more football fans in North Carolina. So the fans come with the success. It's not really a chicken or egg question. It's definitely you got to win first, and then you'll have the fans.
Why can't it happen there? I feel like that place is a sleeping giant from a football perspective. The uniforms are beautiful. There's some tradition. Great players have played there. Chapel Hill's a nice place. You got a good basketball team to go watch. Why can't it happen? Why can't they just put it together?
You know what? I don't know if you've been watching our games. We've been putting it together. Now, listen, we started the season a little slow, and we've been getting better as a football team. We got some really good players. We got a lot of young players. But Coach Fedora's he had to understand we went from a pro-style offense, and then now he's trying on a band. They took so many scholarships from us. He's trying to recruit during a scandal that's finally over, thank God. It started when I first got here. I'm about to graduate, and now it's just now over. And he's trying to recruit during this time period and change all of the personnel. And we're winning, and we're doing well. So I think it's on its way. I'm being completely honest with you. That's not what they told me to say.
No, I believe you. I'm with you. Is there a jersey, a former Carolina jersey that you have not worn during the game yet? Have you put the Lawrence Taylor 56 on yet?
Okay, your first question was, is there a former Carolina player who I've not worn yet? The answer to that is yes. The second question was, Lawrence Taylor, have I put that on yet? The answer to that is no.
Okay, the first question was meant to be, and I apologize, is there a former Carolina player's jersey that you haven't worn yet that you would like to? And the second question was going to be, have you worn Lawrence Taylor, which is a huge mistake because I was a huge Lawrence Taylor fan growing up, and you got to get LT going.
All right, well, listen to this. We got 4 games left, and then we got the bowl game. So that's 5 games the way I like
maybe a bowl game. You're not locked into a bowl just yet now, Caleb. You're going to need a lot of morale to get to a bowl game.
We got 4 wins. The way I calculate it, we need 2 more. Is that correct? I'm not a team mathematician now.
Your calculations are on point.
Okay, so I think we're going to get those 2 wins. I really do. I do believe that, Cole, and I think we're going to make the bowl game. So back to our real question. Yeah, there are guys I want to wear, and I'm trying to wear them. We have the jerseys already ordered. I talked to this guy in Chicago. His name is Patrick Minelli, and he was the long snapper for the Bears, and he's trying to get me to wear Greg Warren. He does your radio just like yourself. So you guys can have, dueling programs, dueling listenerships. I have a couple in mind that I want to wear for personal reasons. There's some of my friends who are now in the NFL that I want to wear. Also, some of the greats, like you said, Lawrence Taylor. Look at him. He's a pretty good player, wasn't he?
Absolutely. Greatest, I would say.
The greatest ever, you said.
In the NFL, defensive player as far as linebacker pass rush goes, yeah, I'd say he's the best ever.
We might have to get that fired up then, huh? If he's the greatest ever, we might need to get that going.
I think you need to get it going. All right, listen, man, we got to have you back. I would like to do this like once a week, but I know that's probably asking a lot of you because you're busy with the morale.
Yeah, well, especially, you know what I hate is that you program so early. I have to wake up very early. Today's my day off.
You're on the Eastern time zone. You're an hour later.
Yeah,
and we got
like
you in the final hour of our show. It's like 10:30 over there.
I just woke up. Like I literally just woke up to do this interview. If you catch me in the middle of the day, I probably would be a lot more better. A lot more better. Listen to me. I can't even speak English.
No, it's okay. We've
much better.
We have tweets coming in right now. We're going to retweet them from @Cube Show if you want to go follow that. We have tweets coming in of how great this is already. My wife has already texted me and said this is amazing. She loves it. So you got a fan in her. And she's an Auburn girl, like you mentioned. So she's not on the market, but she is an Auburn girl.
That's what we did. No, we did really good during this interview is we hit Alabama. Hey, listen, we're going to get you in the playoff. Auburn, you guys are really good-looking girls. Well, you guys are close to Tennessee, too, now, aren't you?
Yeah, we're very close to Tennessee. There's nothing good you can say about Tennessee, but you can give it a shot if you want to try to boost their morale. They need it more than any other schools do, so give that a shot.
Well, listen to this, Tennessee. My father went to Tennessee, grew up in Knoxville, Fountain City. My whole life, we had season tickets to Neyland Stadium. Still got them. We're waiting. Obviously, I had to do other things on Saturdays now. Huge Tennessee fans. I'm a fan of college football, but Tennessee, I love y'all. The checker out was more successful than the UNC stripe out, and I say that as a UNC gift person. So if you can put together a checker out in the middle of what Tennessee's going through, that's how you know you don't need morale. They don't need me.
Oh, okay. There you go. Don't need morale.
Yeah.
Do you think that playing third down for what by Lil Jon would boost player morale in North Carolina?
Lil Jon would boost anybody's morale, no matter what it is. He could just say, hey, guys, I would really appreciate everyone standing up and being loud for this next play. And then I think the stadium might erupt. He's the man. Caleb,
I got somebody who wants to sponsor you on the show once a week as well. He wants you to be on every week.
Yeah.
We can do it on if Monday is your bye week, is your off day, we can do it every Monday at this time. It's about as late as we can go. And so you only have to get up a little bit early on one day a week.
All right, well, this is what you have to do. You have to send me a check because, hey, listen, I'm not an NCAA athlete. So you just send me a check to Chapel Hill, and it don't have to be a large check. I'm not some type of celebrity, maybe $10, so I can pay for this. You got me hungry now. I'm up. Usually I sleep through this meal, so now I have to eat this breakfast meal. So send me $10 for the breakfast meal every week, and I'll do your show.
Are you a fan of Riff Raff?
Yeah, that's the best question ever. Am I a fan of Riff Raff? Yeah, he's cool. I don't listen to his music, but I think he's like,
he's got some good music though.
Yeah, Tiptoeing in My Jordans. I like that one.
There you go.
I really do like that one.
Tiptoe Wing.
Riff Raff, he's a good guy. Why did we ask that question though? I'm confused.
Because this is the best radio show you've ever been on.
This radio show has been wonderful. Although I did mention I did the one in Chicago as well, and those guys, they were nice to me too now. But if you start sending me checks, hey, you can call this the Cole and Caleb show.
No, this is I don't need you to be a co-host. I just need you to boost my and my listeners' morale once a week. That's all I need. And we're going to get you sponsored. We're going to get it taken care of.
You send me a check, I'll just listen. I don't even be on it. I'll do whatever you want. Just send me the check.
No, listen, we're going to take care of that. It's going to happen. Caleb, great stuff, man. We're going to get you back on. We're going to get you sponsored. We'll have you once a week. We got to make this happen. Thank you for boosting North Alabama's morale.
Hey, North Alabama, thank you for having me. If this guy sends me money, $10 all I ask, I'll be with you more often.
We got you $100 for the rest of the year. Get ready.
Hey, I'm there. North Alabama, you're going to be sick and tired of me.
No, it's not possible. Thanks, man. We'll have you back. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.